I'm a military enthusiast, so I do collect records, 78 RPM records, in both Chinese, English as well as in Japanese. Now my attention is much more on the Shonan materials.
I'm a freelance map consultant. I was a mapping officer with the National Mapping Agency of Singapore. So over time, I started to sort of acquire through research rather than intent. Like I said, I didn't go out to look for this map. It just happened upon this map. So that's how it started.
This interest actually sparkled me when I was during my secondary days time. My history teacher actually inspired me, so I began to find out information from the library. I think my favorite item is the shellac records of the Japanese victory over Singapore. Now, the most interesting aspect of this record is that when you come to the middle of this section here, you hear General Yamashita having a conference with General Arthur A.E. Percival. It's a very rare thing to hear General Yamashita's speech, from this record. Now, the last part, you will talk about one of the famous male singer at that time who sang the victory song of Singapore to the whole of Japan. When I collect Shonan, Japanese occupation items, it's actually something to do related to my country, Singapore history. I think it's relevant and important. So I don't regard this as a junk to me, from my point of view.
My collections are actually based on the technical aspects of certain maps, the design, the mathematical basis and so on, and the historical significance of some events. For this collection, I like these two maps of Singapore. It shows the regional context of Singapore in the respective time frame. This is the fabric map of Singapore. This was easy to carry, light, and it can be folded to a handkerchief size. So this was issued for aircrew, people who fly over this area, because it was meant for a wartime situation. So this one is actually for top secret Soviet Union, their big scheme to know about the rest of the world. So they actually mapped the entire world without the Western allies knowing what they were doing until very recent in the 1990s. Many people have raised that kind of thing. Why are you collecting this sort of stuff? To me, it's a visual record. It's a database in the past of space, geography. To someone else who critique that choice, they may not be interested in that subject. So to me, it's a treasure trove of information.
Cakap heritage is a translation into Malay of conversation in things heritage. We were exploring into areas of intangible history where we would like to tap on people of the older generation, and the audience, the participants who attend would mostly be history enthusiasts and heritage enthusiasts of varying age group.
I think it's a platform for heritage lovers and enthusiasts to come together and share whatever they have information. You bring something and people see it, they have their own experience and knowledge of certain things on the map which you are not aware of because it's not your specialty. So it adds to the knowledge in the map and your own personal knowledge as well. Yeah.
I think it's a good idea to share with people instead of just keeping it to myself. It's actually to tell people that, hey, I have this item, I'm willing to share my knowledge, and how do I come about getting these items. We have to share with people and also to educate others.
British lacking the map outside the country after the British surrender, right? Now this move over here. Okay, that's Thank you. Thank you very much.